Here is a question. Read it carefully and think about the answer. Let us solve it step by step. Let us first understand the key concept here. The addition of HCl to an alkene proceeds via an electrophilic addition mechanism. The first step involves the pi electrons of the alkene acting as a nucleophile attacking the electrophilic proton, H, of HCl, with simultaneous heterolytic cleavage of the HCl bond, generating a carbocation intermediate and a chloride ion. Moving on to the next step. HCl addition to alkenes is ionic, electrophilic addition, not radical. This eliminates option A, which shows homolytic cleavage producing a carbon radical and a chlorine radical. Moving on to the next step. When HCl adds to 1-butene, CH2 is equal to CH, CH2, CH3, the proton adds to the terminal carbon, C1, generating the more stable secondary carbocation at C2, but 2-vial cation. This is consistent with Markovnikov's rule. And for the final step, shows curved arrows from the pi bond of 1-butene attacking H of HCl and the HCl bond electrons going to Cl, producing a secondary carbocation, positive charge at C2 and Cl-. This correctly depicts I, heterolytic bond cleavage, 2 pi electrons attacking H, the electrophile, 3, Markovnikov-Rizhov selectivity giving the more stable 2 degrees carbocation, 4, Cl departing as chloride ion. Option C shows formation of a primary carbocation, positive charge at C1, which violates Markovnikov's rule and gives the less stable carbocation. Option D shows the pi electrons attacking Cl rather than H and produces H-, which is incorrect. Cl is not the electrophilic atom in HCl and H- is not a viable leaving group under these conditions. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Therefore, the correct answer is option B.